Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the show that makes big winners out of the lowest scorers. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hello, I'm Vicky. This is my lovely friend Nikki, and we're from Carshalton.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Elspeth. This is my friend Joe. I'm from Dunblane, and he is from Hemel Hempstead.
Couple number three.
Hello, I'm Gilly. This is Lindsay, my friend and colleague, and we're from Ledbury in Herefordshire.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Ben. I'm a student at Oxford, and this is my girlfriend Izzy, who lives in London.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. Very warm welcome to the show. Lovely to have you with us. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. A man I look up to so much, it's beginning to give me a neck ache. It's my pointless friend, it's Richard.
Hiya. Hey, everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to
Do you know what I wish more than anything?
What?
I wish that Vicky and Nikki were from Billericay.
Oh, that'd be nice.
That would have been nice. You could have at least pretended. That would have been classy. Welcome back, by the way, Vicky and Nikki. Lovely to have you here. Ben and Izzy, welcome back as well. Ben and Izzy knocked out in round one. We'll see more of them this time.
I think so.
Vicky and Nikki, they joined the 200 Club, but in round two, and they joined it because they were looking for a pointless answer. They joined it in an honourable way, I would say.
Yeah.
And talking of pointless answers, C and Claire, who won yesterday's show, they gave us a pointless answer in round two. They gave us another pointless answer in our bonus booster round. And they then gave us a third pointless answer in the jackpot round as well.
It counts.
Walked away with the cash.
They
very,
did.
very
They were
smart.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Claire and C, as you gathered, won the jackpot last time, which means we start off with a jackpot of £1,000 today. So there it is. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. At the end of each round, we eliminate a pair, and it will always be the pair with the highest score. So keep your scores low, and everything will be great. Best of luck to all four pairs. Our first category this afternoon is football. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second, and whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Premier League teams with the letters V, A or R in their names. Richard.
Yeah, celebrating the extraordinary success of the VAR system now, which everyone agrees has been nothing but good. So we're looking for any team who's ever played in the Premier League. That's from the 92-93 season all the way through to the 2019-2020 season with a V, A or an R in their names.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Nikki, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself.
Hi, I'm Nikki. I've got two young children, Livy who's 10 and Isla who's 5, and I'm a part-time HR consultant.
And part-time means what?
Means I do 4 days a week.
Oh, that's a lot.
2 shorter days, but that helps me to kind of juggle the school runs and
Good.
be a mum as well.
Very good indeed. And football?
Not great at football. My family and my husband are all massive football fans, so they'll be kind of keeping their fingers crossed.
Maybe a bit rubs off on you, though.
Hopefully,
Let's hope. What are you going to go for? V, A or R in their names?
OK, I know two obvious ones that are both sort of family favourites, so...
Did you say obvious ones?
I think popular ones, yes.
OK,
I think.
OK.
So I might have to stick with one of them.
Obvious is not really the aim of the game. But there we are. Listen,
I know.
Team loyalty versus pointless success. I don't know.
Ones
What's it going to be?
I know, after being burnt a bit in the last round. So I'm going to go for Liverpool.
OK, Liverpool, says Nikki. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Liverpool. Liverpool is right. And there we are, 47 for Liverpool.
Yeah, it's got a V in it and an R in it.
Yeah.
Hasn't it?
I know.
Otherwise it would be called Liverpool,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liverpool.
Which it isn't.
It isn't. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Joe, welcome to Pointless. Good to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm originally from Hemel Hempstead in Hertfordshire, now live in Kent, in Tunbridge. I've got a 20-month-old daughter called Aurora. And
Aurora, that's a great name.
thank you. And we've got another one on the way.
Lovely. Yeah. Oh, fantastic. What do you do, Joe?
I'm a lighting technician in the West End.
Oh, but what fun. What fun. Are you in one of those theatres that has sort of huge, long-running shows in? I mean, they're pretty much all theatres with huge, long-running shows.
Yes, our show had its 20th anniversary this year.
Which theatre are you in?
The Lyceum.
Lyceum.
Lion King?
Lion
That's the one.
King. Is that... Wow. How exciting.
Yeah.
That's fun. So, now, Joe, what are you going to go for?
I've got gone for something, a team which isn't in the Premier League currently. Hopefully that'll bring down the score a bit. I'm going to go for Blackburn Rovers.
Blackburn Rovers, says Joe. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Blackburn Rovers. It's right. Down it goes to 8. Very well done indeed, Joe. 8 for Blackburn Rovers.
That's very well played, Joe. Yeah, they won the Premier League title, and they've also got all of the letters of VA and R in their name.
Amazing. But very carefully done. I mean,
they're all over the place.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
You wouldn't know they're all there.
No. There we go. Gilly, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Tell us about yourself, Gilly.
I live in Herefordshire, and as well as working in Lindsay's bookshop, I'm membership manager for Loughborough Festival Opera.
How long has the Loughborough Festival been going on?
Oh, probably about 20, 25 years-ish.
OK. And is it a sort of country house opera type thing?
It is. It's in the Cotswolds, that's right.
Very
yes.
nice.
Yeah, so beautiful old barn that's been converted into an opera house and fantastic views.
And a resident orchestra and company for the whole duration?
So it's just for the season.
Just for the season.
Yeah, over the summer.
I mean, that's how people come, they do the picnic thing, and then in they go. And
exactly. All very civilised.
Very nice indeed. Gilly, football. I could see the pair of you were thrilled when this came up.
Yes.
What are you going to go for?
Well, I'm going to do a bit of gambling. Norwich City.
OK, you're going to say Norwich City.
I'm going to say Norwich City, yeah.
Let's see how many of our 100 people said Norwich City. Norwich City is right. 47 is our high score, 8 is our low. And there you are in 4. There we are.
Very well played, Gilly. Yeah, it's got an R in it. Do you see?
Yeah. Oh, that'll do it.
Right in the middle of the first bit.
Yeah. Not even that well hidden, I'd say.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of front and centre, isn't it? Yeah, it's not mucking about.
Yeah. Nice.
It's not frightened of its R. Norwich. Norwich.
Not frightened at all. Thank you, Richard. Ben, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Ben.
I'm 19 and I'm studying geography at Oxford.
In your first year, so it's all pretty new to you still.
Yeah, very new.
What sort of things do you get up to when you're not studying?
So back home, I used to work as a tennis coach in my free time. So I coached kind of 7 to 13-year-olds. It was really good fun. I really enjoyed it over the summer.
Did you see a marked improvement over the time you were looking after people?
I think so, with some of them, yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
It's as much as you can ask for.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
OK, now, Ben, what are you going to go for?
So I've got loads in mind. I'm just trying to work out which is going to be...
Well, listen, our lowest score so far is 4. See if you can get below that.
I am going to say Huddersfield.
Huddersfield, says Ben. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Huddersfield. Huddersfield is right. 47 the high score, 4 the low, until now. 1 for Huddersfield. Very well done indeed, Ben.
Well played, Ben. That's a terrific answer. Huddersfield. See, that's a place that's much more coy about the R in its name. Because if you took the R out, it would still be Huddersfield.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah, completely. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, halfway through the round, those scores go like this. 1, lowest score of the past. Very well done. 47, highest score of the past. And don't say I didn't warn you. Vicky, good luck.
Thanks.
We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? Izzy, welcome back. Lovely to have you with us again. Tell us all about yourself another time.
Well, I'm working in London at a tech startup company. It's all very fun. I've just recently left school, so I don't have any sort of clubs or extracurricular going on at the moment.
It's all tech startup.
I'm just working so hard.
Yeah, good stuff. Now, Izzy, you've been beautifully set up there by Ben.
Yes.
45 or less gets you into the next round.
Yes. I am going to go Sunderland.
Sunderland, says Izzy. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Sunderland. There's your red line. Sunderland is right. You are through. And that goes down to 5. Very well done indeed. 6 is your total.
Well played, Izzy, an A and an R in the name there.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now, Lindsay.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And I have a lovely inkling. I know what you do. Tell us about yourself.
Well, I have an independent bookshop in Ledbury in Herefordshire.
That's just heaven.
It's books and maps.
You didn't mention the maps. You're very coy on the map front. Do you specialise in anything apart from the maps? Or is it just,
It's new books.
It's just new.
Yeah.
Well done, you. What a brilliant, lovely thing to be doing.
Thank you.
Lindsay, 4 is your score at the moment. 42 is your goal.
Right. I'm going to go for AFC Bournemouth.
AFC Bournemouth, says Lindsay. Here is your red line. Let's see what happens. AFC Bournemouth. It's right. You're through. And it goes down to 4. Very well done indeed. Meeting Gilly on her score. Lovely symmetrical total of 8.
There's some beautiful scoring going on. Well played, everyone. We don't count the AFC, but fortunately, that R.
Think about that.
Look at that in the middle. Yeah, exactly. You covered yourself beautifully. It's got an R in it, Bournemouth.
Thank you very much indeed. There we are. Elspeth, welcome to the
Hi.
show. What do you do, Elspeth?
I work with Joe at the Lion King.
Oh, that's lovely.
Isn't it?
Is there any particular lighting department that you're not on the follow spots?
We
or...
do the follow spots, we do the stage, there's 2 stage plots as well, and we do a lot of maintenance on the rig as well.
When they go, those bulbs go with quite a
Oh,
pop,
they
don't
can
they?
smash all over the place.
Yeah. Woo-hoo. That's
Yeah.
never happened during a show, though, has it?
Not to my knowledge.
No.
It's happened during our show once or
It
twice.
certainly has, yeah.
It's really scary. It's
It's
so
happened on
noisy.
shows I've worked on and it is scary.
It's so
Yeah.
noisy.
Really noisy. Anyway, Elspeth, you're on 8. If you can score 38 or less, you're through.
Okay, I'm glad I have Joe for this one because I am not good at this. I'm going to go with one that I know is in the Premier League because we have a fantasy football team. Brighton and Hove.
Brighton and Hove, says Elspeth. Here is your red line. Can you get below that with Brighton and Hove? Let's find out. It's right. And you're through. Down goes a 3. Very well done indeed. 11 is your total.
Well played, Elspeth. That's got a V, an A, and an R as well. If it didn't have a V, it would be Brighton and Hove Albion.
I think good for the V.
Yeah,
there.
I think so.
Yeah, it's doing a lot of heavy lifting. Thank you. Vicky,
Hello.
welcome back.
Thank you.
Remind us all about yourself, Vicky.
So I'm a mum of one,
What is the one you were a mum
little
of?
boy. He's 6.
And his name is?
Damien.
Damien. Hello, Damien.
Hello, Damien.
And tell us more.
Also studying photography as well as working as a caregiver, so pretty busy.
Pretty
Yes,
busy.
yep.
Yeah. And in between all that, finding time to nourish your passion for football.
At least the pressure's off.
Well, that's true. That's true. Why not see if you can find a really impressive low score?
OK. The one that came to mind, I've got no idea if it's in the Premier League. If it is, it's probably quite low down. I'm going to say West Bromwich Albion.
West Bromwich Albion, says Vicky. No red line for the sad reason that you already are high scorers. But let's see how far down the column we get with West Bromwich Albion. It's right. Look at that, down to 4. Very well done indeed. 51 is your total.
Yeah, that's a nice note to leave us on. Well played. I'll go through all the low scores. There's a couple of pointless answers, but we will get to them. You would have got 3 points for Barnsley, Bradford City, Crystal Palace, the mighty Fulham, Swansea City. You got 2 points for Blackpool, Burnley, Cardiff City, Charlton Athletic, Middlesbrough, Nottingham Forest, Oldham Athletic, Reading, Sheffield Wednesday. 1 point we've already heard for Huddersfield Town, but also Southampton would have scored you 1 point. Now, the pointless answers. Bolton Wanderers and Wigan Athletic. Very well done if you said any of them. Top 3 scorers, Liverpool, Man United and Arsenal up the top there.
There we go. OK, so the pair heading home with their high score. 51 is not a terrible score, but I'm afraid everyone else just scored really low. So Vicky, Nikki, back to Billericay. It's been lovely having you on. Thank you so much, Vicky and Nikki. Fantastic. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. There we are, down to 3 pairs. Hats off to you, Ben, our lowest individual scorer. In fact, Ben and Izzy, lowest scoring pair on the far podium. So good work over there. Best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 this afternoon is musical science. Who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, will they please step up to the podium? OK, and the question concerns Scientific definitions of UK top 40 hits. Richard.
On each board, you're going to see 6 definitions of scientific things. They are also the titles of UK top 40 hits. You'll see the definition, you'll see the artist who had a hit with that name and the year in which it was a hit.
OK, thank you very much. Can you supply the titles to these top 40 hits? Abbreviation for oh, thanks. Abbreviation for deoxyribonucleic acid, the material that makes up genes, Kendrick Lamar, 2017. Series of communications satellites, the first of which was launched in 1962, the Tornadoes, 1962. The organ that serves as a pump to circulate the blood, Pet Shop Boys, 1988. Flavour of quark that was one of the first 3 to be discovered, Wet, 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 1997. Precious metallic element with the chemical symbol AU, Spandau Ballet, 1983. And the universal force of attraction acting between all matter, Embrace, 2004. I'm going to read those all again. Abbreviation for deoxyribonucleic acid, the material that makes up genes. Series of communications satellites, the first of which was launched in 1962. The organ that serves as a pump to circulate the blood. Flavour of quark that was one of the first 3 to be discovered. Precious metallic element with the chemical symbol AU, and the universal force of attraction acting between all matter. There we are. Elspeth.
Hello.
What do you reckon?
There's a couple that I know, but I think that's probably because they're quite obvious. I'm going to go with the bottom one and say Gravity.
OK, Gravity. Let's see if that's right for Embrace. Is that a guess?
Kind of. It sounds familiar.
So it'd be a good name for a
it would be,
top 40
I
hit.
think.
Let's see. Gravity, is it right? Oh, phew. And appropriately, down it goes. To 11. Very well done indeed. 11 for Gravity.
Well played, Elspeth. Yeah, that song was written by Coldplay.
Really?
Yeah.
There we are. Thank you. Now, Lindsay.
Hello.
What are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for top one. It's DNA.
DNA, says Lindsay. Let's see how many of our 100 people said DNA. DNA is right. 11 is the only score we have. 28 for DNA.
Very well played. It's fun, this, because you can either know the song or work it out from the clue.
Yeah,
It's kind of nice, multifaceted.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, Ben, this board is all yours. Fill in the blanks.
Well, the 2 I was going to go for have both been taken. Organ is obviously the heart, and then Spandau Ballet is obviously gold. So I think I will go for gold.
OK, you're going to go gold. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 said it. Gold. It is indeed gold. Well, 11's the low score, 28's the high, and there's 41 for gold.
Well played, Ben. Let's fill the rest of these in, shall we? Pet Shop Boys was Heart, of course, and Heart would have scored 51. Do you know the communication satellites? No. You'll recognise the name. Telstar. 15 points for that. Now, this is the best answer on the board. Do you know this one at home? Very well done if you did it. I don't remember the song either. That's difficult. But there are various types of quark, one of which is called strange. And that is the answer, and it's a pointless answer. So very well done if you said it.
Strange.
Strange quark.
Quark.
Strange quark of fate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 11 was the best score of the pass. Elspeth, hats off to you. And then 41, I'm afraid, is the highest score of the pass. So, Izzy, you've got a little bit of work to do. You get the new board, though, so use it wisely. Don't settle for anything too easy, is all I'm saying. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 6 more scientific definitions up on the board. All of these are UK top 40 hits. The rate of doing work measured in watts, Little Mix, 2017. Arc in the Sky showing the colours of the spectrum, Marmalade, 1970. A chemical process yielding products that initiate further processes of the same kind, Diana Ross, 1986. Blasting explosive, patented by the Swedish physicist Alfred Nobel, Tayo Cruz, 2010. Condition in which, combined with high temperatures, carbon atoms form diamonds. Queen and David Bowie, 1981. And the second full moon occurring within a calendar month. Elvis Presley, 1956. I'll read those all again. The rate of doing work measured in watts. Arc in the sky showing the colours of the spectrum. A chemical process yielding products that initiate further processes of the same kind. Blasting explosive patented by the Swedish physicist Alfred Nobel. Condition in which, combined with high temperatures, carbon atoms form diamonds. And the second full moon occurring within a calendar month. There we are. Izzy.
Yes. I know a couple, but again, they're the obvious ones, and you don't want to go for them. So, I'm just going to have to go the Tyre Cruise one and say dynamite.
Dynamite. Says Izzy. No red line views. You're currently the high scorers. Let's see how far down the column we get with dynamite. Down it goes to 29, taking your total up to a nice round 70.
Yeah, the base of dynamite is nitroglycerin, which is the same base for Marmite.
Is that where the mite bit comes from?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Gilly. Now, there you are, 28. You need to score 41 or less.
I'm thinking Queen and David Bowie, Pressure, Under Pressure.
OK. You are saying Under Pressure. There is your red line. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Under Pressure. Is right. And you're through. Very well done. 14 is what it scores. Takes your total up to 42.
Very nicely done.
Very well played. Now, Joe, you're on 11, which means 58 or less gets you through.
Yeah.
Do you want to fill in that board for us?
The arc in the sky is obviously rainbow. I think the bottom one is blue moon. It's just whether I go for the risk and go for that. And I think I will say blue moon.
Blue moon for Elvis Presley. Here is your red line. Can you get below that with blue moon? Let's find out. Blue moon is right. And you're through. Very well done. 25 takes your total up to 36.
Well done, Joe. Good to see a risk being taken. Funnily enough, you didn't have to take a risk because Rainbow would have seen you through as well, but it would have been a risky one to do. 44 points for that. The chemical process?
Chain reaction.
Chain reaction. 27. Now the Little Mix song.
Power.
Power is the correct answer. Very well done. That's best answer on the board as well. 5 points for Power.
Thank you very much, Richard. OK, so at the end of our second round, we have to say goodbye to another pair. Izzy and Ben, I'm so sorry. Our returning pair, we send you home now. But thank you so much for coming to play. It's been great having you here. Izzy and Ben. Thank you. But for the remaining two pairs, it's now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Elspeth and Joe, Lindsay and Gilly. You are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £1,000. But before we play the head-to-head, shall we see if we can't swell that jackpot a bit by finding some pointless answers? Here goes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many World War II generals as they could. Richard.
Yeah, up on the board, there will be 2 pointless answers for people who are major generals or above in the British or US forces during World War II. There'll also be 2 incorrect answers that we've made up. If you find one of those pointless answers, you're going to add £250 to the jackpot. See if you can get both of them at home.
Thank you very much indeed. Here are 6 potential World War II generals. We've got George C. Marshall, Christopher Steele, Alan Brooke, Claude Auchinleck, Harold Alexander, and Frank Hersley. There we are. OK, now, you can confer as a foursome if you like, because it's all quids in. Anyway, Elspeth and Joe, you get to go first. What are you thinking?
Well, I think we are going to go for one which we have no idea, because it's Elspeth's dad's name, which is Alan Brooke.
Alan Brooke. OK, let's find out. Is Alan Brooke
Is his name Alan Brooke or is it just Alan?
But his name is Alan.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
That would be really
Yeah.
good. Yeah. He's called Major General Alan Brooke.
No, he is. I was going to say, no, he's...
My father is World War II General Alan.
He's Lord Alan Brooke, but yes. Alan Brooke, is it pointless? Is right. It's a good start. And it's a pointless answer. Very well done indeed. Good. I mean,
Wow.
you chose very well.
Well done, Alan.
Yeah, well done. Lindsay and Gilly. I mean, you know... total
Anyone's
guess.
dad's name up there?
My dad and my granddad actually were Frank, so...
Okay. My dad used to work at Hursley.
It's a sign. It's a sign.
No.
Oh, no. We go for Frank Hursley
Hursley.
then.
Frank Hursley?
Yeah.
Oh, please be pointless. Frank Hursley. Oh, no! That's a shame. Oh, well done, though. We got one.
That would have been too much like Slumdog Millionaire, wouldn't it, if that had won money as well. But 250 quid is good going. The other pointless answer up there, very well done, if you said George C. Marshall. He's the man behind the Marshall Plan. And the other incorrect answer there was Christopher Steele. The other two there would have scored you points.
Very good indeed. Thank you, Richard. OK, thank you. Well done. You managed to find one pointless answer. So we're going to add £250 to the jackpot. That takes us up to £1,250. But who will be paying for it? Let's find out in the head-to-head. The first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot, and you're now allowed to confer. Best of luck. Our first question this afternoon is all about films and TV movies based on works by Roald Dahl. Richard.
Yep, we're going to show you 5 stills now. You need to tell us the films that they are taken from, please. So we're looking for the name of the film, not the Roald Dahl book, if it's different.
Ah, yes. Thank you. Let's reveal our 5 stills, and here they come. A, 2005. B, 1990. C, 1996. D, 1964. And E, 1989. There we are. Elspeth and Joe, you're our golden couple, so you get to go first.
I know 3 of them for certain.
I know 2, and 2 of them are the same as Elspeth's 3.
I think I'm going to play it slightly on the safe side and go for B, which is The Witches.
OK, The Witches, say Elspeth and Joe. Now, Lindsay and Gilly, do you want to talk us through the rest of that board?
Well, A is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and then we thought E was Danny, Champion of the World, but I'm not too sure about D and E, so I think we're going to go for C, Matilda.
OK, C, Matilda. So we have The Witches and we have Matilda. Elspeth and Joe said The Witches for B. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. It is The Witches, well done. Down that goes to 28, well done. Meanwhile, Lindsay and Gilly have gone for Matilda for C. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Matilda. Matilda's right. And that goes down to 46. Well done, Elspeth and Joe. After one question, you're up 1-0.
Very nicely done. A, you're quite right, was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Would have scored 34 points. D, do you recognise that actor?
It's James Garner.
Yeah, it is a very young James Garner, absolutely. And it's from a short story by Roald Dahl. The film is called 36 Hours. Very well done if you remember that, 'cause it's a pointless answer.
Wow.
And the last one, in the middle there, that's Samuel Irons. Next to him, that's his father, Jeremy Irons.
It's
and on
Danny,
the other
Champion
side
of the
is his grandfather, Cyril Cusack. It's rather sweet, isn't it?
That's
And it is
Danny, Champion of the World.
Danny, Champion of the World, yeah. It's a good scorer as well, would have got 8 points.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. OK, now, here comes your second question. Lindsay and Gilly, you have to win this one to stay in the game, so good luck. Our second question today is all about artists born in the 18th century, Richard.
Yeah, 5 clues now to artists born in the 18th century. We'll also give you their first name and the first letter of their surname.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal the 5 clues. Here they come. We have got the first president of the Royal Academy. His works include The Strawberry Girl and The Age of Innocence, Joshua R. Architect who was commissioned by the Prince Regent to remodel the Royal Pavilion in Brighton, John N. Suffolk-born artist whose famous works include The Haywain and The Vale of Dedham, John C. Japanese printmaker who created Under the Wave of Kanagawa, Katsushika H. The Blue Boy and Mr. and Mrs. Andrews are noted works by this English painter, Thomas G. I'll read those all again. The first president of the Royal Academy, his works include The Strawberry Girl and The Age of Innocence, Joshua R. Architect who was commissioned by the Prince Regent to remodel the Royal Pavilion in Brighton, John N. Suffolk-born artist whose famous works include The Haywain and The Vale of Dedham, John C. Japanese printmaker who created Under the Wave of Kanagawa, Katsushika H. The Blue Boy and Mr. and Mrs. Andrews are noted works by this English painter, Thomas G. So Lindsay and Gilly will go first.
We'll go for the architect who was commissioned by the Prince Regent. I think that's John Nash.
John Nash. Say Lindsay and Gilly. Now, Elspeth and Joe, can you talk us through the rest of that board?
No, I can't. The Japanese printmaker is like on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember.
Hiroki?
Should we just take a guess?
Let's go for it.
We'll say the Japanese printmaker and say Katsushika Haruki.
Haruki. OK, Katsushika Haruki. So we have Nash and we have Haruki. Lindsay and Gilly went for John Nash. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Nash. It is John Nash. And that takes you down to 8. Elspeth and Joe, meanwhile, have gone for the Japanese printmaker, Katsushika Haruki. Let's see if that is right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it, if it is. No, it's incorrect, which means Lindsay and Gilly, well done. You're back in the game after 2 questions. It's 1-1.
Yeah, it's exactly the right thing to do, though, because it's the only answer that would have beaten John Nash. It's a terrific answer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's Katsushika Hokusai, and it's a pointless answer as well, so well done if you said it. The first president of the Royal Academy,
Reynolds.
Joshua Reynolds, would have scored 11 points. The Suffolk-born artist,
Constable.
John Constable, would have scored 50, and the Blue Boy, etc.
Gainsborough.
Yeah, would have scored 22.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, here comes the decider. Whoever wins this third question will be playing for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Our third question today is all about Egyptian deities with animal heads. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you the names now of 5 Egyptian gods, and we'll also show you the first and last letters of the animal whose head they bore.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 gods, and here they come. Sekhmet, L-N, Knum, R-M, Khepri, S-B, Thoth, I-S, and Bastet, C-T. I'll read those all again. Sekhmet, L-N, Knum, R-M, Khepri, S-B, Thoth, I-S, and Bastet, C-T. There we are. Elspeth and Joe will go first.
I think we've got them all.
I think we do have them all, actually.
It's just kind of picking out what's going to be the lowest.
Which one will be
which is
the
always
best
fun.
answer, I think.
Capriel.
Do you want to go with that one? OK, we're going to go with No, because I know the other one's right.
OK, right, let's go for it. Let's go for it then.
I'm going to go with Thoth, and it's Ibis.
Ibis. Elspeth and Joe say Ibis. Now, Lindsay and Gilly, it's over to you. Talk us through that board.
Oh, well, I think the top one must be lion, and then ram, and bottom one's cat. But I think we're going to go for Khepri, which is, I think it might be scarab.
Scarab. Scarab. So we have Ibis and we have scarab. Elspeth and Joe said Ibis. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Ibis. Ibis is right, and it's a nice low score. Now it goes to 15. Now, Elspeth and Joe, you were nearly going to go for Khepri. What would you have said?
Scarab.
Scarab.
Yep.
OK, well, let's see if Scarab is right. It is right. And is it going to beat Ibis? It is. Down it goes to 5. Very well done indeed, Lindsay and Gilly. After 3 questions, you're through to the final, 2-1.
Oh, there was a lot going on there in that last question. Best 2 answers on the board, so well played both teams. That's a terrific head-to-head. Listen, the other ones are fairly easy, although they don't score as many as you would think. Lion would have scored you 56. Ram, even though it could I mean, there's very little else it could be, scores you 49. And Cat at the bottom there would have scored 66.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, I'm afraid, it's Elspeth and Joe. It's not terrible news. It means you'll be back next time.
Very true.
Already looking forward to it. Thank you very much, meanwhile, for playing Elspeth and Joe. Right, for Lindsay and Gilly, it is now time for our Pointless Final. Huge congratulations, Lindsay and Gilly. You've seen off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our Pointless Jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £1,250. Very well done indeed. Great to have you here in the final. Only one appearance on the show, which is a bit of a shame. But we have to make this final count, therefore. So we need a subject that you can find loads of pointless answers in. What would you like to see?
Anything literature related?
Oh, no.
Surely.
Of course.
Books I've got in my shop would be useful.
Perfect. Perfect. OK, well, let's see. 4 things, as ever, will appear. Let's hope there's something you like here. English tramways, albums by classical crossover singers, South African Rugby World Cup teams, and the best of 2019. What do you think?
I don't know.
Albums
Yeah.
or albums, really?
Well, no.
Albums.
Do you know what? I want to go for tramways.
Oh, right, OK, it's yours. Go. Yeah.
Well, I've got what I wanted. I only wanted the trophy. So I think we'll go for tramways, please.
OK, good.
Listen, I hope this goes well, because we're looking for any of the following, please. We're looking for any of the stops on the Sheffield Supertram, any of the stops on the West Midlands Metro, or any of the stops on the Nottingham Tram network, all as of October 2019. So I know anyone local would clean up here. So fingers crossed, you know, one of these: Sheffield Supertram, West Midlands Metro, and Nottingham Tram network. Very best of luck.
Thank you very much. As always, you've got up to a minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of your answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm going to put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Castle Bromwich, possibly.
Yeah.
Fort Dunlop, North.
Fort Dunlop.
Fort Dunlop, is that a
Is
stop?
that, I don't know.
Hales Zoe, does that go that far down? Don't think it's made it to Longbridge yet.
Digbeth.
Digbeth.
Yeah.
Hang on. Yeah, no, Digbeth. Bristol Road. Bristol Road? No, it's not got.
What about?
Broad Street. No, it does, but it isn't there anymore.
Okay, yeah.
So what we're going to Castle.
10 seconds left.
Okay, Castle Bromwich then. No, I don't think it's there yet. Sorry? Broad Street.
Oh, that's nice.
OK, that, I'm afraid, is your minute up. Let's have your 3 answers. And if you could say which category you're answering.
Okay, they're all from West Midlands Metro.
Excellent. I thought they might be.
And so we're going to go for Castle Bromwich.
Castle Bromwich.
Broad Street.
Broad Street.
And Symphony Hall. Symphony Hall.
And Symphony Hall. Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
I think Castle Bromwich.
Castle Bromwich will put last. Least likely to be pointless?
Broad Street, probably.
Broad Street.
Broad Street, and then Symphony Hall goes in the middle.
Yeah.
OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then, and here they are. We have got Broad Street, Symphony Hall and Castle Bromwich. Well, 3 answers there. It sounds like you know your West Midlands tram network pretty well. If any of these turns out to be pointless and wins that jackpot for you, what would you like to do with it? 1,250 quid.
Well, I've always had a fantasy of owning a couple of alpacas, and we've got quite a big garden, so I think it'd be great to have them snuggled down in the bottom of the garden.
Very nice indeed. Lindsay, how about you?
Well, my husband and I went to the Belgian Grand Prix last year and had a great time, so I'd like to treat him and take him to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix in Baku.
Why not? Excellent. Alpacas and Azerbaijan Grand Prix are hanging in the balance here. Let's hope one of these answers wins those things for you. When will anyone say something different on this show, though? Your first answer was Broad Street. This is the one who was probably least likely to be pointless. We're looking for stops on the West Midlands Metro for £1,250. Let's see if Broad Street is pointless. Ooh. Ooh. Not Broad Street. OK, let's turn to your next answer, Symphony Hall. Let's see if that is a pointless answer on the West Midlands Metro. How many people said it for £1,250? Oh, no! OK, not Symphony Hall. Castle Bromwich. This was your most confident shot at a pointless answer. Please, can this be pointless for £1,250? Oh, no! I'm so sorry. I was convinced. I thought they were all 3 going to be pointless. Well, that was a fabulous effort. It sounded very convincing to someone who's not from the West Midlands. But I'm afraid you didn't manage to find the all-important pointless answer. You didn't manage to find the all-important correct answer, I'm afraid. But I'm afraid that means you didn't win today's jackpot. It's been lovely having you on the show, though, and you've played incredibly well. We've had great scores from you. And you get to take home a pointless trophy, so very well done for that.
Yes, a terrific performance. I was absolutely certain that you must have got one. You sounded genuinely...
We did sound convinced.
You should play poker. If you were able to bluff on this show, and we would have gone, yeah.
Sure.
Take the money. I will take you through the different pointless answers. So we'll start with Sheffield. These were pointless. City Hall, Herdings Park, Hollands End, Shellsmore. You could have had Bamforth Street, Cricketing Road, Granville Road, Hyde Park, Netherthorpe Road, Nunnery Square, Rotherham Central, Rotherham Park Gate as well. Now, West Midlands Metro. You could have had Corporation Street, Dudley Street, Loxdale, the Crescent, Handsworth you could have had Grand Central, Dartmouth Street, Trinity Way, Wednesday Parkway, West Bromwich Central would have been a pointless answer. It would have been a nice one. And now to Nottingham. Knoll Street, Queen's Walk, The Forest, University in Nottingham, all of those are pointless answers. The big scorers there, Phoenix Park, Hucknall, Lace Market, Totten Lane and Wilkinson Street. Very well done. If you come from one of those places, you've got a pointless answer. Very well done if you sounded convincing enough to fool everybody else. We know people like that as well. But honestly, it's been a terrific performance. It's been lovely to have you here.
Thanks very much, Richard. And thanks once again, Lindsay and Chile. I'm sorry you didn't win our jackpot today. That'll therefore roll over onto the next show when we will be playing for £2,250. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.